Hey guys, today's video is about multiplying and dividing fractions, a reminder to you guys about what we've already learned. So, first thing I want to start off with is multiplying fractions. If they're already in just fraction form, you can just start with that. If you had mixed numbers like we talked about in the other videos, make sure you change them first. So, multiplying fractions, I always tell you, is easy peasy lemon squeezy. All you do is multiply straight across. So, I would start by multiplying the two numerators on top. 3 times 4 makes 12. And do the same with the denominators. 10 times 5 makes 50. Now, just like in all of your directions, for fractions, you need to simplify if you can. Remember, that means make it smaller. So when I'm looking at these two numbers here, I should notice something about them. And what I notice is that they are both evens. And we learned that all even numbers can always be divided by 2. So in order to simplify or make my fractions smaller, I'm going to cut both of those numbers in half. 12 divided by 2 leaves me with 6, and 50 divided by 2 gives me 25. Now I still want to look at these and make sure I can't make it any smaller, thinking about what times what makes each of these. I notice they're both not even, so I can't divide them both by 2. 3 wouldn't work for both of them. 4 doesn't work. 5 works for 25, but not 6. So that tells me, after I've run through those different options, that 6 over 25 is my final answer. All right, now, dividing fractions is really similar to multiplying as long as I follow my directions of same, change, flip. So what that means, remember, is that the first number in my problem stays the same. So I still have 3/4. I change the division sign to its opposite, which is multiplication, and I flip the second fraction. That's called, what is that called? I hope you guys remember. We talked about it just before we left school. It's called the reciprocal. So reciprocal means to flip it, fancy math term. And now it's just like the problem I started with. Same change flip gives me multiplication problem, and I multiply straight across. So I get 3 times 6, which is 18, and 4 times 5, which makes 20. Again, I want to simplify this problem, so I'm looking at those numbers to see if there's anything that I could divide them both by. Again, I notice they are both evens, and evens can always be divided by 2. And 18 divided by 2 leaves me with 9. 20 divided by 2 leaves me with 10. And I know, just looking at those two numbers, they're too close together, and there's nothing that I can divide them both by. So I get a final answer of 9 over 10. All right, so as you guys are finishing up your multiplying and dividing fraction problems, I hope this helps you out.